Good morning. March 19 Hindu Editorial Vocabulary. Graft. Dishonest or illegal activities in politics or business that involve giving people money or advantages in exchange for their help or support. Unjustified. Not fair or not based on any good reason. Nevertheless, despite a fact or idea that you have just mentioned, ought to, used for saying what is the right or sensible thing to do or the right way to behave. Milestone, an event or achievement that marks an important stage in a process. Ombudsman, someone whose job is to deal with complaints that people make about an organization or particular type of business. Enact, to make a proposal into a law. Unreasonable, not fair. Regime, a system or form of government. Amendment, a change made to a law or agreement. Asset, something valuable belonging to a person or organization that can be used for the payment of debts. Obvious, clear to almost anyone. Ultimately, after a process or activity has ended. Stern, a stern action is so firm that you cannot oppose it. Ultimatum, a statement that orders someone to do something and threatens to punish or attack them if they do not. Nominee, someone who has been officially suggested for a job or a prize. Eminent, important, respected and admired. Jurist, a legal expert, usually a judge. Shortlist, a list of people or things that you think could be suitable for a job, prize, team, etc. chosen from a larger number of people or things. Pertain to be directly related to something. Verdict, an official judgment made in a court. Viable, able to be done or worth doing. Avenue, one of the methods you can use to achieve something. Redress, something that you do for someone or money that you give to them as a way of improving a bad situation that you are responsible for. Agency, a government department or an organization connected with a government that deals with a particular subject. Dramatic, sudden and surprising or easy to notice. Impact, an effect or an influence. Live up to be as good as what was expected or promised. Popular, used about something that many people want or like to have. Paper over, to try to hide a problem or disagreement instead of finding a satisfactory solution to it. Balancing act, a situation in which someone has to do several different things at the same time. Alliance, an arrangement between two or more people, groups or countries by which they agree to work together to achieve something. Underpin, to be an important basic part of something, allowing it to succeed or continue to exist. Contradiction, a difference in two or more statements, ideas, stories, etc. that makes it impossible for both or all of them to be true. Acute, used for emphasizing that a feeling, often an unpleasant one, is very strong. Patchy, happening or existing in some places but not in other places. Historically, used for saying that something has existed or happened for a long time. Foothold, a position from which you can improve your status or become more successful in an organization, profession or market. Rope in, to persuade someone to do something that they do not really want to do. Remarkable, unusual in a way that surprises or impresses you. Aggression, an angry feeling that makes you want to attack or defeat someone else. Coalition, a temporary union of different political parties that agree to form a government together. Distinct, separate and different in a way that is clear. Amendment, a change made to a law or agreement. Revive, to make someone become conscious or alive again. Indigenous people lived in a place for a very long time before other people came to live there. Progressive, supporting social and political change that aims to make a system fairer. Respectively, used for saying that something happens separately to each of the people or things mentioned in the order in which they were mentioned. Foray, an attempt at doing something new or something that you do not usually do. Sophistry, arguments or explanations that seem clever and correct but are really false and used for tricking people. Maneuvering, clever or dishonest behavior that allows you to get something that you want. Saturate, To fill something completely with a large number of things or with a large amount of something. Stronghold, a place where the majority of people have the same political or religious beliefs. Compulsion, a very strong feeling of wanting to do something, especially a feeling that you cannot control. Terrain, an area of land, usually one that has a particular physical feature. Significant, very large or noticeable. On the periphery, only slightly involved with something and not a very important part of it. Scant, very little or not enough. Aspiration, something that you want to achieve or the wish to achieve something. Soft pedal, to make something seem less important or less unpleasant than it really is. Strident, holding from opinions or beliefs and tending to express them frequently in a way that defends some people. Agenda, all the things that need to be done or that need to be thought about or solved. Amend, to make changes to a document, law, agreement, etc., especially in order to improve it. Divisive, likely to cause arguments between people. Contradiction, a difference in two or more statements, ideas, stories, etc., that makes it impossible for both or all of them to be true. Ethnicity, the fact that someone belongs to a particular ethnic group. Debate, a discussion in which people or groups state different opinions about a subject. Negotiation, formal discussions in which people or groups try to reach an agreement, especially in a business or political situation. Hindu editorial vocabulary complete.